Hi guys, welcome back to this third episode already of the construction map gameplay in Farming Simulator 22. So today we are gonna check if our soybean field is already ready for harvest, and it turns to be orange, which means it is ready for harvest. So that's what we're gonna do today. Alright, so let's just double check what's on the other fields, and it's not interesting for me right now, so let's get to our Dougie first. Gypsy lady, come here. Come on, come on. There you go. Go sit down for mommy. Sit. Sit. There you go, good girl. You want some belly rubs? There you go, good girl. Okay, mommy's gonna go to work. You be a good girl. Alright, so let's get into our harvester first. Just tapping along, and when you do so you just skip the perfect equipment, and that's not really great, but it happens. And the fun part about parking large vehicles inside a barn is that it is kind of frustrating to get it out, because you cannot really see what you're doing, and making the right turn isn't as easy as it looks, as is demonstrated by me right here. Okay, so yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna go forward and get out on that side right to our field, which is field number 2. And now I just think that we have forgotten our header. Which is quite useful for a harvester to put a header on, because without a header, a harvester is just a super slow vehicle on 4 wheels. So we might as well go pick our header up, which is actually gonna turn this vehicle, very slow vehicle on 4 wheels, into something very useful. So it's right around the corner here. I have seriously just parked it in the only spot I could. Regarding its size, because I don't have a cart to put the thing on. No header trailer for me. Sorry guys. In future I will. In the future I have to when the headers get bigger, but for now this shed is just the perfect spot. Alright, so let's get to our field, which is field number 3. Which is right next to our farm, so that's just great. And actually on this map right now all the fields are next to the farm. Talking about making life as easy as possible, right? Alright, so let's get to it. Yeah, it's not the smartest move to make this road into an S shape, but well, it's all for the aesthetics, right? If it looks good, it's good enough. Okay, so there's a ton of weeds in this field, but I couldn't do anything about it anymore. I just got it in this state, so. In the meantime, my worker's gonna harvest that field. I'm gonna fertilize field number 2, which is where we have been seeding yesterday on the episode before, which is episode number 2, obviously, because 2 usually comes before 3. Alright. All around the corner here, and there it is. And let's get the second load of fertilizer on the field. Okay, let's hop out so we can actually sort of see what we're doing. If we're not gonna look into the trees, which is kind of frustrating too, so I don't think those trees are gonna last a lifetime, just because they're in my way. Especially when you work with workers, helpers, they're not helpful at all. Because the workers just cannot do any job by themselves, and when there's trees, it means that you're just, well, you're just doomed. Okay, so I got this thing straightened out, which was quite a challenge with these trees again. So again, we're gonna put a helper on this thing, because in the meantime we have to go buy some more stuff. Any interesting sales? No, 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 and no. Okay. Too bad. Then we'll just do it for the full price. Because we need a weeder, and we're just gonna see which one is gonna suit us best. So there is some information, and there is the width of the thing, and there's the speed, and I think the speed is similar for all of the weeders. And yeah, but this one is super wide. These are smaller. It's 9 meters, but look at the price. It's 50,000 and this one's 45. But it is 15 meters long and the other one is just 9. So I made my choice. I'm gonna go for the blue one. With the note that I have to pay attention to start weeding on the first day after planting, because otherwise the weeds will be too tall for the weeder to cut down. So usually I'm good at staying on top of that, so, and if I just forget at some point, I always can use my sprayer with herbicide, but that's not what I want because you're gonna get a yield loss by using herbicide on your crops. And yeah, that's new since update 1.2, I just learned last week. Okay, so we have to get some money because I don't really have all the money in the world anymore. I know I never had that, but when you have to start up a farm, it's gonna cost you tons of money. Because we're also gonna need a seeder, because after harvesting you have to put something new into the ground. And that's gonna be this thing, I guess. Yeah, that looks perfect to me. Alright. So here we are liming our field number 3, because that hasn't been done for ages. And in the meantime, we're gonna sell our cute little cultivator, because it's no use. Because we have bought a seeder, which also cultivates. Well, technically it's a direct seeder, so technically it cultivates just before seeding in the same trip, so that's just gonna save me time. And since those fields are pretty big, it is gonna give me the bonus. So we have picked up the weeder, and here we are weeding our big field. And in the meantime, a helper is working on the other field, field number 3, with our new bought seeder. And I think, yeah, it's barley. We're gonna put barley in there, and in the meantime, we're gonna use the one tractor which was weeding, which is already done, to get rid of some sorghum. I have to get some money in, and sorghum I can sell to the grain mill, which is actually on this map. So I got planned that I'll do 20 tons. I'll just first fill up the chicken coop, make sure they have enough food, and then I'll have over 14 tons left to get them through the winter until the next load of feed is coming in, which is just not yet, but for now they'll be good with 14 tons. They'll be more than good, but so I can sell these 20 tons to the grain mill, which is right there. So that's where we're gonna go right now. See how much we can make by selling that stuff. Because we also have the soybeans, but we cannot sell it because there's no selling point for soybeans. It's not on a map and it's not in the store, so that's pretty... Well, let's just say it's a bummer. Pretty much the only source you can use soybeans for is pigs. But that's gonna take like a couple of years before I'm ready to do pigs. Because they need also potatoes and beets and that sort of stuff, and that's just gonna cost me way too much money. So there we are. That's a pretty decent price for some 20 tons of sorghum. I'm happy with that. Just makes me money. Also because I have bought the field while the stuff was already on there, so I never had to plant or do anything. Alright, so let's get this trailer inside this barn. I think that's a perfect spot to park the thing. And then when I'm done, I'll just go park the tractor in front and I can just hook on the trailer. Okay, so I'm not just gonna hop out, but I want to detach the trailer actually. There you go. Alright. Just like that. Hey puppy, what are you doing? Alright, so we have to go fertilize our new sown field number 3. It's actually still being sown because the helper is still working, as you can see right there. So we're gonna park this tractor in front of the fertilizer, and then we'll just start fertilizing this field. Carefully watching that the helper is not gonna be disturbed by us. Attach the thing. Okie dokie. Come on. Correct it a little bit. There we go. Spraying, spraying, spraying. Well, fertilizing it actually is. It's liquid fertilizer. Okay, so what are we going to do now? Oh yeah, I have to build this road because I'm always just crossing the grass here, and I might as well just start to paint a road on this map. This is the way to the store. So it just looks better when there's an actual road. Like just like that. Yeah, it already looks better, right? Looks more homey. To me, it does. Okay, that will do for now. Perfect. So let's go back to bed. I have done all my tasks for today. Let's just double check on the sales. No sales. Alright. So we're just gonna go to sleep. And I think we're gonna wake up at 9 because it's gonna be late in winter time. Otherwise it's still gonna be dark. Well, thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye!